Welcome everybody to the West Florida Public Library, this Summer STEAM 2021. I am Mr. Allen, and today we're going to take a quick look at some of our crafts and what you'll be getting in your Week 1 Maker's Box. So the first thing is that you'll be getting a stack of lovely instruction sheets. The first set of sheets in this are our virtual challenge sheets. So we'll have our instruction sheets for our crafts here, which is going to be our frog catch fly game, our animal lace-up cards, and then our hand-passed art craft. So let's start taking a look at what's inside the boxes. Let's take a look at our Maker's Craft box. First of all, you want to save your box through the entirety of the summer because it's going to hold your maker supplies as well as all your crafts. So first of all, we're going to have some construction paper. And then we're going to have a little bit of newspaper. You can use this as a mat to work on or to cut up and use as crafts as you see fit. Finally, you're going to have some magazine pages, and you can cut out the various items, animals, people, words, to make a variety of splash art across your boxes. Remember, the box itself is also something you can decorate. So let's dig right in here, and the first thing you're going to find is some crayons. The next thing you're going to find is a little baggie full of important little pieces that will be added to the craft. And particularly in this one, we have the craft eyes, which are going to be used in the frog catch fly game. Also right now, I'm going to take those out. You're going to have a pair of scissors and a glue stick. But yes, all the little items for your crafts should be found in the baggie. Apparently. Next we have... Let me just grab a whole bunch of this at once. Alright. So, also keep an eye out for the crafts tube for your frog catch fly game. You'll be getting a ruler, some pencils, you should have at least 3 markers in there of different colors, a paintbrush, and a small skein of yarn for several crafts. The string in the frog catch fly game is not made out of the yarn. This will be used in the animal lace-up cards and a craft down the road. Alright, so that's it. Check out Beanstack.com through our website, mywfpl.com. Make sure you get registered. Each craft on the instruction sheet. Alright, just remember to check out your instruction sheets for the Beanstack codes. Each craft should have its own unique code. You'll plug those codes into Beanstack.com after you register to retrieve badges, which can be used towards prizes at the end of the summer. All these crafts will be available at your local library branch of the West Florida Public Library. See you there.
Hi, I'm Kimberly with the West Florida Public Library. Today we're going to talk about one of our summer crafts, the Fly Catch Frog game. You'll need your instructions with cutouts, a pencil, scissors, glue, some markers, a craft tube, construction paper, some string, and googly eyes. Let's prepare the construction paper by measuring the tube on the paper and putting some little marks so you cut in the right place. Trim the paper. Start by gluing about half of the paper. And carefully start rolling up the craft tube onto the construction paper. Then glue up the rest until it's all done. Press firmly and leave it to dry for a couple minutes. Now let's work on our cutouts. I think I'll color the legs purple. Not all frogs are green, of course. There's even one called a blue jean frog that's red with blue legs. Don't worry if you color outside the lines a little bit or get a little messy, because we're going to cut these out next. When it's done, we can glue on the legs. I'm just using a bit of scrap paper to glue the legs on so I don't get glue on the table. Place both legs how you like and leave them for a couple minutes to dry. Now let's put on the eyes. You can glue them on, or if you can get the sticker off of the back, peel off the sticker and stick it near the front. Now, on the opposite side of where you put the eyes, take your sharp pencil and carefully poke a hole through the tube. Let's do the same for the fly. We'll stick on our eyes. And carefully poke a little hole in the back. Now let's get our string. Take the string and tie a little knot around the fly. We'll also tie a knot around the craft tube. You may have to use a pencil to poke the string through. Now the string might be too long if you use the whole thing. Ideally, it should be about this length. So when you go to tie the knot, make sure you measure it to the right length before you tighten it all the way. Then you can cut off the excess. Construction complete. Just fold the fly in half so he can fit inside the mouth. You can always go back and decorate your frog more. Now, the game can be a little hard, and I was having a hard time. But ideally, you flick your wrist, and the fly will go flying, and you catch it in the cup. If you're part of our summer reading challenge, make sure to track your progress on your Beanstack app or at mywfpl.beanstack.com and use the code FROGGY. Visit mywfpl.com to learn more about your local library and our summer reading programs. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Hi, I'm Kimberly with the West Florida Public Library. here to help you with our summer lace-up animal craft. This activity helps develop your hand-eye coordination and fine motor skills. You'll need your animal printouts, some yarn, scissors, tape, and a pencil or pen. First, we'll need to cut him out. I think I'll do the elephant. I love his little trunk. Elephant tusks never stop growing. They also use a dominant side just like us. Like being right-handed, a right-tusked elephant may wear down that side more from using it to dig or scratch trees. Next, poke holes in the circles. You can use a pen or pencil. Be careful not to poke too hard and rip the paper. Cut off a long piece of yarn. You may need to add a bit of tape on the end to help the yarn go through the holes easier, or you can use a pencil to poke the yarn through. Make sure you hold on to the end of the yarn or tape it as you pull it all the way through. Now weave the yarn back and forth through all of the holes. Don't worry if you cut the yarn too short. You can always tie on another piece. After a bath, elephants like to protect their skin from the hot sun by covering themselves in mud. Thankfully, humans have sunscreen, so make sure to put some on before playing outside too. When you get to the end, tie a little knot, and you can use the extra yarn to make its tail. Get creative and see what kind of tail you can make. Or lace up another animal in your own way. When you're finished, if you're part of our summer reading challenge, make sure to claim your badge using the Beanstack app or by visiting mywfpl.beanstack.com and use the code ANIMALS. Visit mywfpl.com to learn more about your local library and our summer crafts and reading challenges. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.